Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night, good morning again, because you overslept or haven't gone to sleep at all and woken up, and it's Roboland's vids. Rob Wheatley here from Disgracelands, live. Am I just plugged in? Who can tell? Ably assisted this afternoon, 5:45 in the P of the M here. Dave McCallum, the invisible pineapple over there. Say hello, Dave. Freaking a-hole. And this afternoon's beer of the afternoon, for right now, is this one. This one here. You watch it, mate. Co-op Golden Ale. Don't know why I do these glasses all the time. I've got lenses with 6 lenses in all, firing out all these things. Still do that though. 4.2%. 4.2%. 4.2. Happy days, eh? Oh God! Stop it! Stop it, all of you! Stop all that fighting out there. I slapped some comments on a few videos here and there. I've took them down again because I don't want to get involved in any drama. Things that piss me off on here are all the high drama and stuff like that, which most of the time is needless and can be dealt with a behind the scenes message. But from all sides really. Chill, dudes. Or don't, I don't give a fuck. Anyway, good afternoon. Cheers. What's been going on here? Well, it's bad. I got myself on another screen, on the other screen there. That's it. The last video I did with it was a live acoustic jam track, funky jam thing, and people writing in saying really groovy rhythm. And thank you very much. That lesson was basically part of a thing about, I gave them a really basic lead riff, which is, no it's not, it's, and it's all about trying to take a really basic riff and start to improvise with it. So there's things like, instead of playing it on the beat, dun 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 dun, you can start extending notes, you know, so you can bring in things like double pick notes or triple. How many was that? I don't know. As many as you bleeding like. I don't really care. You can experiment with taking notes out. You can play the whole thing for the entire sequence just by take 2 notes from the sequence instead of going. You could, yeah. Yep. And just bugger about with it. Take notes out, put notes in, start bending notes. So that's what you can do with it. It sounds a bit like this if you can. Possibly. I'll only give you a brief snatch, because I've had a few. 2, 3, 4. might do a whole video jamming along to that anyway, because that's quite a, it's about 1 minute 45 of a 5 minute 38 long tune. But there you go. That was what the point of that lesson was anyway. Stop saying anyway, because every time I say that I have to have a drink. Anyway, anyway, anyway. Had a mixing session yesterday, trying to do the final mixes of these tunes for the forthcoming Blaising Chaos album. That's probably going to be called Tattooed Behind. Probably. Sort of. I'm still like thinking possibly Beach in Spain is probably a, but I think Tattooed Behind, it's going to be Blaising Chaos Tattooed Behind. I think it's going to be called. That's what we reckon. That's what we're working on. And we mixed two tunes, got them where we're going to live with them for the next week or two, see what we come up with, send them to a couple of people, and see what they think. It's very quite different sounding. This one's quite a stark sort of sounding tune. If it does anything, which it probably won't. Oh, there you go. Not going to, but it's very, very dry vocal, deliberately no reverb on the vocal and stuff, and it's hey, intercepted email, hey, so that's hacking into phones, and how you get the story. Some backing vocals and stuff on there. Don't care if it's true, just want the glory. And absolutely filthy as hell guitar solo, intentionally disgusting somewhere. So we're getting to that one for the moment. So that's the story, and then we did another one, Don't You Be Lonely, which is completely different, sort of like a really laid back sort of loungy bossa nova style type feel, and I've deliberately tried to keep it very, very warm. So we'll take a little dig at this and see what this one is like. Oh, shakers. It should be very... And Blaze's vocals are... One day you're gonna find her. That day you will know love. A very completely different sort of thing. So next day, yeah. So talking amongst yourselves. So this is what we've been doing yesterday, mixing these two out. Someday, not soon enough. I'll just see what the chorus is like. The chorus is sweet as well. So who's gonna love you when you're 84? Who's gonna warn you when you hit the floor? Don't you be lonely. There you go. So that's what we were doing yesterday. We spent about 4.5. What did you get? You got over at about 12:30. We kicked in at about 1. We did those, mixed those. It took about 4 hours. So it goes about half hour, 3/4 of an hour to have a beer or two, which is what we then did. So wicked. I think a couple of weeks' time he's gonna come over. We're gonna mix another 1 or 2. See how we go. So that was done as well. So happy with those two. They were two with not a lot going on, and that's what we found about mixing them. It's no easier because you then have to start creating space and creating air and creating this sort of thing by use of things like that. Slidey wobbly things, and so I've learnt a lot by watching videos by friends of mine and other stuff on the net, and software recommendations and stuff like that. So yeah, all good fun. So that's 2 tunes done, other than any little tweaks we come up with based on listening to those things over and over again for the next couple of weeks. What was a lesson I did? I did a lesson this week, just something really quick. People might want to have a think about this, or just something to consider. Doesn't matter how long you've been playing, how long you haven't been playing. But the object of this lesson this week was take a chord, pick a chord, any chord. Not that one, pick. That's one from the archives there, mate. Not half, mate. Not half. So take like an A minor, because they're easy fun. Think about what you can do with that. It doesn't matter if you're strumming or whether you're picking, whatever. But think about how you can embellish it with a little lead line thing using treble strings first of all. So something like. And all you're doing is. So that sounds one way, that's strummed, yeah. Now think about putting it in the middle of the strings, you know, your mid-range strings. So, and this is I think I'll probably get a copyright strike for this, but I'll try and bugger it up so I don't. Bugger it up. Started trying to not make it sound like a Pink Floyd thing, ended up sounding like James Bond. I'm going to get 2 strikes there. Sod it. Play your own stuff, Robbo. So that's another, you know, so again, strummed. Then you can do the same thing with a chord and use the bass end. And this is just playing open there on the A, then a G on the bottom string. Then you bring your thumb over. This is also a lesson, first time a student had been told to use his thumb. 2nd fret and again on 1st. Yeah. So you get. A bit more subtle. So that. Anyway. Oh, shit, anyway. Twice! Hang on. One because I said it once. Once because I said it twice. 3 times a lady. Is that another copyright strike? Dave, get the lawyer on the phone. You may be wondering where Jeff the intern is. We told him to go and hide in a box a couple of last week. We told him it was a game. Oh, that's a laugh anyway. So, yeah. I don't know why I'm laughing. Just because of the sheer absurdity of it all. And I won't pick me ear on camera, obviously. I'll wait till I've turned the camera off. I'm going back to my Sunday roast, which is an English dinner here at Disgracelands. It's a couple of pints of beer and a stern chat with a pineapple. So be cool, be groovy, be groovy, and you know, play your damn guitar. Have fun. See you later.